Good morning. Just getting on here. A little behind this morning. Spot was a very nice play yesterday. Very nice play. Worked out very well. Right into the short levels. Amazing. Big range today. Good morning, YouTube. I'll be doing the, I'll go through the basket here. Probably about 15 minutes, around 9 o'clock. I usually start, let the market shake out a little bit. So, all right, so I'll be back shortly. Computers are a pain sometimes. Damn Coinbase play worked 2 days in a row and I didn't take it. Oh well. I'm busy with the other plays. Oh shit. What up? Good. So what's your computer doing? That's funny. I like your name. What's going on your computer? Morning. I don't know where the hell everybody is. Oh, people are coming on slowly. Tandon's late this morning. Did you get that? Like scroll down to run fix boot check disk command at Windows 10. That's right from Windows. Do you see how it tells you to go to command prompt, run check disk, fix boot? Gives you the whole step all the way through. Restore Windows registry, does the whole thing. Disable automatic repair tool, runs you through the whole damn thing. The 3738189, yeah. No problem. I only give you my number if I think you're an all right person. Yeah. All right, well, get after it, brother. No, you're fine, bro. Go work on your computer. You need to get your computer up. Absolutely, brother. All right, see you. All right, let's get into this here in a minute. Once everybody gets on, I'm sure we're a few people are. It's 9 o'clock. People late. Don't want me to go back through it again. Big range. I'm gonna get started in just a second. Morning, YouTube. Oh, on off. We're gonna get going here in a second, guys. I'm just waiting for a few people to get on in my other room. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. Let's get going. Gonna get going on this deal here, 9 o'clock. So yesterday we had a big day. Call levels down here at 443.36 were completely perfect. Had a beautiful trade on SPY. Ran it, cashed out all the way up here. My final contracts. Wish I'd have left some more on, but I just closed them. Would have caught another 3 points. But hey, it is what it is. Had a 5-figure day, so traded SPY, Nvidia, Apple, and Qs were the trades that I took yesterday. Don't generally trade that many, but the plays were so beautiful, I just had to trade them all. So that's where that's at. All right. Now on SPY, guys, we have a big range today. Okay, so these levels down here are still going to apply today because we haven't broke out of this upper level. We're going to watch yesterday's high, which is right here, 448.41. We're going to watch this into there for a short. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this. We don't need this. So here's our range. That's 4 points, okay? So we really don't want to go long until we're down in this neighborhood down here. And then we can watch a short here, or we can watch a retest for the breakout if we decide we want to push up. So we're going to go through, and once we get through, we'll make a determination on what we think is going to happen early and go from there. Okay, so basically here's our range on Qs, or SPY for the moment. Bounce over to Qs real quick, and then we'll come back through them later. Same thing here on Qs. We've got the pre-market high. It's about right there. I'm going to watch this area for a short. We have some distance from that area. Remember, we want distance to the level. We don't want to just take it right off the rip. Get rid of this. So we can watch this area for a short in here. Now, if it breaks out of there, we're gonna have to be very cautious with our risk on these shorts. Okay. So if we're taking the puts, we're gonna take the 378 puts. Anywhere in this neighborhood, but we're gonna watch, you know, the rest of the market. We're not just gonna jump in blindly, right? All right, let's go up to Apple. Once again, our range on Qs is all the way down here, right? That's Wednesday. That was our low, okay? So let's mark this low off down here. Let's get rid of this. So somewhere in this box, not sure what's happening there. We could get a bounce there as well. We'll just have to watch it. I'm going to be the deeper the better as far as the longs I'm concerned. The closer to the lower levels we are, the more I like it. Okay. We're sitting right on the 9 right now on Qs. I didn't even look at SPY. Was SPY on the 9? Yeah, SPY's sitting on the 9 as well. So, all right. That's our box on Qs at the moment. So this is our area that we're going to be watching. And we'll come back to these. Try to get a consensus of what I think is going to happen across the market. Okay. Apple was a beautiful trade yesterday. Came right into the level, bounced, ran, made a beautiful trade on Apple. I was a little, I wasn't quite patient enough on Apple. I should have left it all on, and I didn't. Apple, same area applies, 146.50 for the long. Be patient. I don't think that I like a short here, except for maybe at this 150.35 coming into the 9 on the daily. We have the 9 moving average here on the daily. So we can watch that 150.35 for a short, but beyond that, I wouldn't short this high of yesterday. Okay. And then for a long, once again in this 146.50, we're going to give it about a point. Maybe 50 cents down to the bottom of this market maker candle. Let me look at where that lines up at. A point would bring us down to the bottom of this range, I think. Yeah. So a point of standard risk, honestly, on Apple is what we should give it, which would be down here about 146.50. Now, Apple always loves to bust out 30 cents. So keep that in mind. It'll jam out of the box 30 cents and then pull right back in. Okay. Whoops. Let me make that yellow. All right. So our plays there, 151.29 on the top side, 150.35. Those are our areas we're watching for a short if the market looks like it's going to roll over. Okay. Oh, yeah, 145.50 for the bottom of the box, yes. I got you. All right, so moving on. My Bulldogs are loud in the background, sorry. AMC, trash. AMD kind of did what I thought it was going to do yesterday. Bounced off that 104.37. Wasn't really much movement. I really don't like this type of movement, so we're not trading AMD. Amazon's going to start moving around here. Amazon's currently below, but I expect it to kind of hold yesterday's open, which is like 34.53, 20s in this neighborhood. I'd like to see it above there. Where did we close? We closed way up here. So this will kind of be telling if we can get above this area right here. It's kind of the gap fill from the downward momentum of Amazon pre-market. So if we can get up over this, that's going to give the market a lot of help to push. So what I'm saying is if Amazon runs back up and gets above this area and starts to get up in this, headed back towards this gap, it's going to give SPY and Qs the momentum to be able to break out of those upper levels. That's what I'm talking about when we're looking around at all the stocks trying to figure out what's happening, right? So Boeing. Boeing's holding that 209.25. That was a good call yesterday. Still not moving very much. I mean, 4 points, but I'm just not crazy about Boeing. Baba. Think I called Baba any better than that? 153.75 for a 5-point move. That was a nice move. We have a phantom tick up here on Baba as well. After hours. There are a lot of these after hours phantom ticks. They used to be pre-market, now they're after hours for whatever reason. So we can watch this area down here, this 153.75 to 152.80. Of course, deeper the better. I don't trust Baba, not at all. Okay, so if we take this trade, if it's jamming down, wait for this 152.80. Take that first bounce, take your profit. Don't mess around because it doesn't have to hold. Because this thing's been choppy all over the place. Okay, but I like that phantom tick up here. I wouldn't take this, whoops, I wouldn't take this at pre-market low, which is here, because it's sitting right on it. So I'd have to let it jam into the yesterday's low right here. Coming into this 153.75 and then down to 152.80, okay? And then below that 152.80, I think well, let me look. The chances of these people being in the trade, I mean, there's nothing, these people aren't in the trade from that long ago that are going to be actionable on that move. So, it really needs to hold this level. I'd give it 5 cents, 10 cents below 152.80 if I'm in the trade, but that's it. Okay. Blackberry, nothing there. Carnival's been playing pretty nice. These bounces, we caught one on, what was it, Wednesday or Tuesday, Jason? We traded Carnival. I don't know where Tandon is. He's late today. And he'll come on at 9:50. Please go over all the chart. So, Carnival, once again, that uptrend, it's trying to hold at 22.72. Very small risk on the bounce. So, that play is available. We can watch that play. It's trying to get bought up. Coming in 22.72 for the long. Charge points crapping. Coinbase came right into that 239.72 we had on the chart the other day. I said if it broke there, it was coming here. It's exactly where it came to and bounced, just like it should. Coinbase is really becoming a stock that I'm going to become watching very closely. The spread's pretty big on the options right now, so there's a lot of risk involved. So if you're trading a small account, you kind of want to stay away from Coinbase. But those with bigger accounts, you can trade this if you choose to. This should bounce here. Let me see. Curious what this does today. We'll watch that today. See what it does. I don't really see a trade there except for down here yesterday's lows. 242 down here. That's where I would take it long. I don't really see a short. You could take a short off the 9. Possibly it could bounce the 9 and come down. So let me see. Where's the 9 pull up at? 9 on the daily is about 251.66. That coincides with this range. So you could watch that for a short here. You'd be looking at the 252 puts. I mean, that's almost perfect into the 9. And then a daily level here. That's probably a pretty good area. 251.88 to watch for a short on Coinbase. Okay, but watch that spread. You're probably going to have to limit in. The spread was pretty big the other day when we were trading it. So, and that was the first time I traded Coinbase. I've been watching and waiting. I've been watching it on the levels, seeing what it's doing. If it's doing things it should be doing, bouncing where it should be bouncing, bouncing on moving averages, bouncing at daily levels, and it's doing what it should be doing. Okay, so it should turn into a fairly good stock to trade. So we'll just keep watching it. So I just keep marking it off and make sure it's doing things it should be doing. Disney. I don't really see a play on Disney I like. Boy, they blew out all the stops and then ran it back up. That's funny. Not interested in that mess. That either. Facebook long down here, I like 368.40s. Down here at the bottom, if Facebook comes down in here, I'll look for a bounce. Get rid of some of this here. All right, so I would need Facebook to come down into this box. 369.18 to 367.70. I would probably start in here at 369.18, depending on how fast this comes in. If it slides down into this level, I wouldn't take it till it got to 367.70. Okay? If it jams straight down, I would take it here. Right? Speed and distance into the level is what we're looking for on Facebook. Okay? Short up here, 376.56. Into the bottom of this range, this congestion into this area. You know, we should get a bounce there. And Facebook can jam straight up there first and then come back down. I guess we'll just see what happens. Okay? GBS. It's the reason I'm watching this healthcare stock from Australia. Has something to do with diabetes. There was a report came out a couple of months ago, and I've been watching it ever since. And then it had this bounce up right here. So they have a big government contract. There was a big position, 24 million. All right. Gold nosedived. GME, nothing there. Google bounced. I don't think I marked this off yesterday, but I was like, it was somewhere down in here. I wanted to take it long, and I can't remember where it was. I would need Google at 28.57.52 to risk a long. I would want to try to catch some of this little uptrend here. It's really here. Hold on a sec. There's a lot of distance here, right? Let's get rid of this. And it can still break through this 28.57. I don't think I would long it there. I think we'd have to try it here. You're about 5 points of risk is going to bring you down to that range. Or you can just wait for it to come all the way to yesterday's low. It's got to test these lows, I think. So we're just going to have to... Guys, you got to stay patient and wait for these levels to come in. Especially when we have big range. When there's big ranges, it's hard to get in a play. And people get FOMO and then they get tortured. So you're not going to miss it. Intel. I don't trust Intel at all. Intel made a nice run off here. Probably into the 9. We could watch for a bounce on Intel. Yesterday's low probably is the neighborhood we'd want to risk. Or is that Thursday's low? Or Tuesday, excuse me. That was Tuesday's low, Thursday's low. No, I need it to come down to the 9. Wherever the 9 intersects the daily, like right in here. So we'll move that up, like right there. Somewhere in here. I would expect a bounce somewhere in this box, okay? I'm not real crazy about that AMD or that Intel trade, so. Lockheed Martin, it's trying to get bought up. Lockheed Martin is just absolutely shitting the bed. Not crazy about that at all. Moderna trying to hold the uptrend. This is on the daily chart here, guys. So If we take this, we'll bounce this over here. There's our uptrend. Probably the 9 test. Right there at that 427.09, which is the retest of the breakout, I believe. Yeah. This is probably, this is a pretty stout area, this 427.09. So if you want a long on Moderna, you can take it like in this neighborhood right here. Okay. Not crazy about it personally, but some people like to trade that stock, so that's where I think you should look at it. Seeing a lot of longs today, waiting for moves down to be able to take those plays. Microsoft was perfect. Looks like it's going to come down to this 299. This is where I need it to come to, even the 9. Where's this? Is that about the 9? Microsoft here at about 379 is where I would be looking for the long, and that just coincides with the 9 on the daily. And the 20, the moving average 20 and 9 are here on the daily, so we can look for a bounce here at 379. Okay? Right in this neighborhood. Okay? You're going to give it about a point of risk for the push up to 317.07. Okay? I don't have a short on Microsoft. Microsoft breakout. Went right up to a double top, didn't it? $305.84. All right, so it made a new high on this candle. So what it's going to do is it's going to jam down, and then it's going to turn around and come all the way back up and test this new high. So we want it deeper the better, guys. Don't buy it all the way down. Just let it jam down. You can't take it on the bottom. We need some distance. So probably the 9 right in here, wherever the 9 is on the daily. So when we're watching this on the daily, I got to write this down. I really like this play right now. Microsoft, we're going to be watching that play at the 9, 379 for the long. Okay. This is where Microsoft's coming. At some point, could happen today, could run all the way up to 312. It might take the rest of the week. Could go into next week, you never know. Okay, but it's going to come up here eventually. I've been talking about it for a week. These are just buyers getting in. That's what this slide is, to come up here. All right, that's the play on Microsoft. There's no short on Microsoft. Okay. Consensus is we're going to get a dip early. That's what I think is going to happen so far. Can't take anything on MU unless it's at 71.88, 40 to 74 down here. That's the long. Down here. That's it. There's nothing else. I mean, there is other plays, but I wouldn't take them. So that's the only play here. And you're going to give it about 50 cents a risk. Down to the bottom of these candles down here. Okay? That's it. No more. Whoops. What time is it? 9:20. Netflix. Told you I wanted Netflix short at the 9 yesterday. Worked. I believe I said that, not short at the 9. I think that's what I was looking at. Somewhere in here, but I didn't trust it. Which I still don't trust it. Just for the record. For me to take it long, I need to come down to 566.18. You could watch the shorts here at the 9. Yesterday's high. I don't really like that candle, but we can watch a short here. But if it breaks over that, it's going to run. So, you're going to get smoked. You got to be careful with those trades. If they break out, you give them a little wiggle, not much, and then just close it. If it doesn't work, don't marry it. Okay? NVIDIA. Once again, NVIDIA, I needed to come down here. Yesterday's low, 219.61. Could start watching it around 22.30. It's sitting right on the pre-market low. this congestion pivot point right here. See, there's a nice pivot support resistance over this 2186, 2186, excuse me. We need it to dip, guys. We can't take it here, okay? So we'll watch this dip coming into 219.61 and 218.58. Now listen, guys, you got to remember we have big range on SPY and Qs, and a lot of stuff has big range. You can't marry a trade. Like if you take the trade and it doesn't work, you got to get out of it. You just got to take the L, okay? After big wins, people will give up big losses the next day because they want to marry a trade. So we don't want to be doing that. Hold on. I don't think I had a short. The short on NVIDIA up here, 228.41. We could watch the first test there. So, but basically the levels still apply today as they were yesterday. It's sitting right on the 9 at the moment. Just under the 9. All right. PayPal. Whoops. PayPal came in close to the level yesterday. I wasn't watching. It was late, though. The short was better. I don't really like PayPal. I don't like where the moving averages are in correlation to the levels. I'll leave PayPal alone. Q's got a pre-market low. I think that Q's and SPY are going to do this type of move. I think they're going to go like this, up, and then they're going to just like this, and then they'll come up, and then bang, and then come down and bounce. That's kind of the movement I expect. And it may not bounce. It may bounce small and then come down to this and then bounce. You know, that's kind of what I'll be watching for. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. Now, could it go straight up into these levels for us to take the short? Listen, this was a long run on Qs, okay? There's no weakness here. That's not weakness, that's strength. So when it comes back into this level, the first bounce, you're going to take your profit. You're not going to hang around and mess around and wait and then get squeezed out on, okay? Hold on, I got a message. Oh, my kid. All right. So, let's see here. Phantom tick on Qs right there. Oh, that was where I marked it. No phantom tick. All right. So anyway, Qs, we're going to be watching this down to 373.39 as our low. We possibly can take a trade here at 375.24 depending on the market. I don't think I'm really going to like that play, but maybe. So we'll see. There's a couple of ways on the way down here. We can't take this trade. It's too close. If it comes here, it's probably coming here. So we'll just have to watch the market overall. Okay? SPY, I need to come down to 440.11. I'll watch the short up here. I'll watch the short. Might try to break out. Might give it a little wiggle up to the 448.99, depending. So we'll see what happens, okay? Square nothing. Tesla's going to run up to 804, but I don't want to trade Tesla. Twitter's trash. All right, guys. That's it. Amazon's trying to get back above the open. Open a trade deck. Yes, I put in my password, right? YouTube, if you have any questions, spit them out. Got about 2 minutes, guys. I've got Microsoft opened up first. That's kind of one of my mains I'm going to be watching that I like the best so far. Of course, SPY and Qs, but Apple. We'll leave Apple up here. Got to back the charts up, guys. Don't have them zoomed in because you'll suck yourself into a trade. Look how big the ranges are. The range is huge. Just back your charts up. Look at a video over here. $379 on Microsoft is where I'm going to be watching. About 30 seconds, guys. It's the 379 down to 299.76, which is the close of Tuesday, it looks like. Here we go, guys. I'd like for SPY to run right into these upper levels and Qs. I would feel confident to take those short. Doesn't look like we're going to get that push up. Yeah, straight down. Kind of what I thought. Patience, guys. Nvidia's jamming down. It's hard to see Amazon's chart. Microsoft's coming down. Had a big day yesterday, guys. I'm pretty comfortable just hanging. If I don't get a trade today, it's fine. Nvidia's jamming. No trade here. Just kind of hanging and watching. Range is so big, I got to keep my charts backed way out. It's hard to see. Gonna watch SPY on this short. Probably the 449 puts. Contracts are expensive on SPY currently. On the puts anyway. Nvidia's almost to the first call. MU's in a nosedive. Thinking about starting short on SPY here. Try to give it a little bit. I really like it to get up in here. Nvidia's almost at the level. But with SPY and Q so high, I just don't trust taking in long. A lot of divergence right now. Here she comes. Come on. $4.49s. I started in on the 4.49s on the SPY. See what happens. Expensive boy. Oh, there we go. Come on down. There we go. Give me some profit. Boom, baby. Just filled me at 351. Hell yes. Come on. Spreads opened up big. Right into the levels, guys. Right into the level. I got a beautiful fill. I got filled like I bought it up here. More profit. Oop. Oh my gosh. Oh, that filled me shit. It's because I executed as it was pulling back up. Lost like $10 a contract on that little suck. Take profit, guys. Don't mess around. It can come back and go all the way back up and bust out. I'm up roughly about $35, $40 a contract right now. My best fill is $2.95. On the 449 puts. Had a standard size position. Bought twice. Filled 301 and 295. All right, let's be careful here. Let's watch Amazon. What's Amazon doing here? Okay, Amazon rejected. I have to take some more profit. Coming into VWAP. Come on, fill me 370s. $373, it filled me right there. Come on. Boy, the contract's volatile. Man. Just setting move my stop down to $3.20. I'll let it stop me out if it pops up. I don't care. I've hit my daily nut by far. I just took some more off. 366. There goes Q's. I don't know if I'm buying this. Almost looks like a trap. It's going to stop me out. Almost. Got 20 contracts left. This is a perfect moment to put in a higher low and then squeeze it out. Or a lower high, excuse me. I said that backwards. It's a perfect way to trap. People are going to start buying it here, coming into the open, and then they just jam it straight up. By where Amazon's sitting right now, kind of think that's what's going to happen. I'm about to get stopped out on my remaining 20 contracts. Stopped out in profit, guys. You can be buying this short coming into this level, right? But if it gets up near this double top and tries to break out, don't chase it. We need Amazon to come down. Need Apple to break lows. If Apple breaks lows, I might buy some more. Microsoft lower high, Nvidia's at the bottom. Well, that brought my contract up nicely. Break the 200. Let's go to the basement with these 20 contracts. Come on. Come on. There goes Amazon. No, don't bounce. Well, there are some buyers sitting there for sure. The 200. SPY likes to bounce the 200. Goes Amazon. Oh, suck back up. Come on. Back up in the 360s on my contract. 380. Let's get me $100 a contract at the double bottom. Make $2,000 on the last 20. Let's go. There she goes. I took 5 off on that candle. Filled me 384. Nice. I always take profit, guys. It don't matter. I get a nice squeeze on the contract. I just take it. Nvidia's at that lower call level, breaking lows. Don't take that trade. Just let it come down. Watch that 218.58 from Tuesday. Could bounce here, but at your own risk, guys. Q's is close to trying to put in a higher low, so is SPY. Amazon's below. Apple broke lows. Looks like she's headed south. There's really no place for it to bounce. Well, I guess it could bounce here at this pivot at 147.80s, but I don't think so. $15 contracts left. I'm gonna move my stop. I moved my stop up to 345. So I'm banking another $25 in profit on the last 15 contracts. It's just putting a trailing stop manually. It's all I'm doing. If this breaks lows right here, almost to $100. There it is, $100 contract. Come on, baby. I'm gonna have to take 5 off there. Filled me 397. 10 contracts left. Made 100 a contract. Up 100 a contract. Easy play today, guys. We just don't know where it's going to bounce. Back the charts up here. Should keep sliding. Depends what Amazon's going to do right here. I moved my stop up, 365. Starting to get uninterested. I'm not giving back the profit I'm making. I've only got 10 contracts left. I don't care. Because if it sucks back up, I'll just look to buy it again. I've had a pretty good day already. No stress. Amazon broke opening low. Spies broke opening low. We'll see how far we can make it on these 10 contracts. Poor Chris's computer's down, so he didn't catch none of this. He'd have been in that short, I know it. Still getting paid, boys. $3.99 a contract right now. Oh yeah, come on down. I think we're going to come all the way here. I may just leave these 10 on now. 410. Woo, baby, let's go. Sucked back up though. Well, that was a big suck up. I'm going to leave my stop at 365. So I'm either going to the basement on my final 10 contracts. I got to stop at 365 on the 449s. September 17th strike, of course, for people that know. My target on this trade will be, I'll run these 10 contracts all the way to 440, 411 unless it stops me out, 365. And if we get up to like 430s, I'll move my stop up to 395, which would be $100 a contract profit. That'll be my stop, which is nice. Amazon's coming into a level. Oh, slammed right through it. Why do I have a stop in, guys? Because this thing can turn around and shoot up anytime it wants. Don't think you know what it's going to do. You can take it short if you're short. Take your profits. It pulls up. You can add some if you like, but I'm so far into profit, I'm just letting it come down. 435. I'm raising my stop. My stop now is 395. So I'm guaranteed $1,000 profit on these last 10 contracts. Beautiful play today on SPY. Beautiful. Watching for signs that we're going to try to come up. I don't see them yet. A little bit of higher lows on Microsoft, Nvidia. Pre-market low. There should be a bounce here. did bounce within 10 cents. We'll see if it's going to try to put in a higher low right here. I'm up like 1,300 right now on these last 10 contracts. I got 1,300 unrealized. Might bounce here at the pre-market low, guys. I know you would have. Yep, that's the best way, buddy. If it breaks this low right here, it's going to the bottom. It's coming all the way down. That's my opinion. It's going to come to 440, 411. All right, we got a double bottom. It's trying to hold. Man, 450s. Let me raise that up. Almost raised my stop. Apple's diving again. Amazon's bouncing right where it should. I raised my stop. 410. Got a little bit of a curl here. Woo! Look at Apple. Apple says, I'm not going up. Well, that slapped SPY down. Look at that. That almost took me out, that candle. I'm kind of surprised it didn't execute me right there. It's trying to hold the pre-market low. If it breaks there, it's going to come down in a hurry, I think. I just got a stop on. It's about to stop me out. Right there. I just got stopped out. All right, guys, I'm out of the trade. No open trade on SPY now. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. There she's bouncing. Watch out. Oh, the little false bounce. And then the tank. I had to go to the bathroom. Doggone it. Told you guys, I thought I was going to the bottom. Beautiful play, though, here. This was a beautiful play. Took it short here. I made 100 and... what did I make a contract? I got stopped out at 410, so I made like 120 a contract. 115 a contract. Not on all of them. But I took a standard position on SPY today, so that was a nice move today. I still wouldn't touch SPY long. I'd let it come all the way down here to 444.11. At 10 o'clock, I'm not sure that I would buy it short again. There could be some weird stuff. There's so much range that if you're green, just call it a day. Back away from your computer, and we'll come back and look at tomorrow and see how many people got wrecked. Don't get FOMO and want to chase the trade all day. All right, YouTube, I'm out of here. It was a nice 4-digit day. So have a great day, guys.